And listen to the Christmas message from the Queen.
Yeah, the Christmas message has become a real fixture for most families. I think 3 o'clock this afternoon it will be broadcast, but it is recorded a couple of weeks before Christmas Day. So this year the Queen is thinking about the theme of inspiration. You might be a bit surprised by that. After all, it's been a rather tumultuous 2016, but she's stayed away from anything that may have a whiff of politics, thinking that actually this more upbeat message of inspiration is a good one for 2016. She's going to talk about the example of our Olympic and Paralympic athletes and the success that they've had, also touching on some of the successes of her own family, the Duke of Edinburgh Award Scheme this year marking its 60th anniversary, and the Prince's Trust celebrating 40 years of helping young people. She will also talk about her own charities as well, and how it's the ordinary people doing extraordinary things that inspire her throughout the year.
Thank you. And of course, you can watch the Queen's message right here on Sky News this afternoon at 2 p.m. We'll be replaying it also at 4:30, 5:30 and 6:30 p.m. The Russian President Vladimir Putin has ordered an investigation after a Russian military plane with 92 people on board crashed into the Black Sea. The aircraft, which was carrying members of a Russian military choir and a number of journalists, came down just minutes after taking off in Sochi en route to Syria. Reports say some bodies have already been recovered. Well, Josh has been following this story, and sad to say that there is a recovery operation rather than a rescue operation now.
The Russians feared as much quite early on when news of this plane ditching in the Black Sea just off the Sochi coast was made public. They thought that they weren't going to be able to recover any bodies from any survivors on this. They recovered a body quite early on, and these are the scenes from Moscow where flowers are being left in tribute to the band that died on this plane. This is the Alexandrov Ensemble, a world famous military choir. They're part of the Red Army and they've been known throughout the world. They were on their way to Syria to perform for the troops. We can listen to the band in its full pomp and glory before today's terrible events. Understand the sense of loss in Russia. President Putin has already declared Monday as a national day of mourning, travelling with the Alexandrov Ensemble to Syria. On board this flight was a famous humanitarian doctor called Elizaveta Glinka, Dr. Lisa, she's also known as, here being awarded with a medal by President Putin for her humanitarian work. She went out to war zones and crises and brought children home back to Russia for treatment. This is the port in Sochi where that search and rescue operation, or as you said, that search operation is ongoing to find debris and any clues to as why this plane, the Tupolev 154, the Russian military plane, which is the workhorse of the Russian military, ditched in the sea this morning.
It's a real tragedy, particularly made worse by the time of year. We've spoken about the loss to the people of Russia and this National Day of Mourning. The world famous choir. Very sad story. Ashish, thank you. UK servicemen and women deployed abroad have sent messages to their families and friends, wishing them a happy Christmas. Thousands of troops are working across the world this Christmas to help keep Britain safe at home and abroad.
Merry Christmas to my friends and family. Happy Hanukkah to all my friends and family. And a Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas to all our family and friends from Con ATT.
I'd like to wish everyone back in the UK a Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas!
Just like to wish a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to all my friends and family back in the UK. I'll see you soon. Merry Christmas to my two beautiful children, Frankie and Buddy. This will be Buddy's first Christmas. He's only 3 months old by then. So wishing you both a very, very lovely Christmas. Love you lots, and I'll see you in January.
I hope you all have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Thank you, RMC. Merry Christmas.
From all the stewards in HMS Water, we would like to wish you Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas from Ken.
Gonna see yourself right here.